All right, so we are going to look at changing decimals into fractions. So this video is going to have decimals going to fractions. All right, so let's do an example. All right, so here's the thing to remember. If I can say the decimal correctly, it writes the fraction for me, and then I just have to make sure it's simplified or reduced. So let's start with an example. Let's start with 0. Oop, let me get my... Okay, I got my pen now. So let's start with... Whoa! Okay, seriously. Let's start with this number. So what would its fraction be? Well, how do we say this correctly? We're not really supposed to say 0.4. We're supposed to say 4/10, right? So 4/10. All right, now I just need to make sure that is reduced. And I do that by finding the GCF, the greatest common factor. So what's the biggest number that can go into 4 and 10? That'd be 2, right? Because the factors of 4 are 1, 2, and 4. And the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5, and 10. So I divide top and bottom by 2, which gives me 2/5. So 0.4 or 4/10 is equal to 2/5 as a fraction. All right, let's look at something else. Let's look at 0.18. Well, I'm not really supposed to say 0.18. I'm supposed to say 18. So I say the number like the decimal's not there. I just ignore it for a second. I say 18. And then what place value is the last digit in? The 8. Well, it's in the hundredths place. So this is 18 hundredths. 18 hundredths. Cool. It just wrote that fraction for me. Now I just need to make sure that it's reduced. So if I look at the factors of 18, that's 1, 2, 3, 6, and 9, and 18, I think, are all of them. All right, so I'm going to come back and put my commas in. So when I look at those, what are factors of 100 that I could use? 18 isn't a factor of 100, 9, no, 6, no, 3, no, it doesn't go evenly. None of these go evenly into 100, so it's 2. So I divide both of them by 2. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. 100 divided by 2 is 50. And then if I double check, the factors of 9 are 1, 3, and 9. None of those I can divide 50 by and get an even answer. So my answer is 9/50. So 0.18 or 18 hundredths is equal to the fraction 9/50. Let's look at one more. What if we have 1.7? Okay, so we have a whole number 1. And we have 0.7. So the 0.7 part, or the 7/10, as I'm supposed to say it, is my fraction part. So I put my whole number 1, because I don't do anything with that, right? It's a whole number. It's only the decimal part that gets changed into a fraction. So if I say this right, it's 7/10. So I say 7/10. Now, can I reduce that anymore? What are the factors of 7? 1 and 7. Well, I can't divide I can't divide either one of those by 10 because it wouldn't come out even. So my answer is 1 and 7/10, and I've done it. All right. Let's do this one real quick, and then we'll call it quits. Let's say we had this number. What number is this? Because I'm not supposed to say 0.03. I'm supposed to say that this is 3 hundredths, right? Because the 3 is in the hundredths place. So it's 3 hundredths. Look at that. If I know how to say these right, then I know how to write the fraction. Then can I divide these by anything? Is there anything that goes into both of them evenly? When I looked at the factors of 3, it's 1 and 3. That doesn't help me with 100 because 3 can't go in there evenly. All right, so then this is just 3 hundredths, and there's my fraction. So, in conclusion, if I know how to write if I know how to say the decimal the right way, then it writes the fraction for me. And then I just have to make sure that I reduce. And it's as simple as that, my friends. All right, see you tomorrow.